I'm Shelley Morrow. Welcome to another edition of My Life as a Copywriter. You know, I might have mentioned before that I like to do a lot of research in my work so I can help other business owners and, of course, the real estate industry folks that I work with to grow and succeed and get better results from their writing. So today I'm going to talk about some results from some research that I did that will be extremely helpful for the real estate industry folks watching this. And I'm going to tell you how you can take advantage of this, so stay tuned. I'll be right back. Welcome back. So now I'm going to reveal the truth about property descriptions and the use of features. It's really going to knock your socks off. So just so you're aware, people buy based on emotion. And it's even more so the truth when the item that we're talking about is extremely valuable. You know, people need to know all the facts that they can possibly get their hands on to make that decision. And as soon as you can tap into their emotion, there's no turning back. So one way you can do this is through your listings property descriptions. After all, of course, that's the purpose of, putting a description up. You want to attract more attention. So why not tell folks what they need to know to help them make the right decision about one of the biggest and most important purchases of their life? Tell them what's in it for them. Tell them about the benefits of the home. They want to know what it has to offer and, how it's going to affect them. It's that simple. And sadly, I've found that the truth is that the majority of listings these days, they just don't do that. In my research, in fact, I found that the majority of listings, they talk about features as opposed to benefits. In fact, in recent research that I conducted of 4 major markets for homes selling at $450K and plus, for Ottawa, Vancouver, Nashville, and Colorado Springs, for instance. Those are just 4 markets. There are more than that. I found that, and just to clarify, first two, so you know, a feature is something that is. A benefit is how that feature makes you feel and the result that it delivers. It's about the advantage it presents. For instance, how it makes you richer, sexier, more healthy, how it's going to make you feel at the end of the day. The results. You get the picture. So anyways, what I uncovered is that a startling 80% of those listings that I researched talked only about the home's features. Let that sink in for a minute. 80%. And those listings look something like this. So, this is it's not a very long listing, but all you see here is just a list of stuff. So I don't really see that, this generates much excitement. It certainly doesn't tug at the heartstrings of the potential buyer. And why should this matter to you? What does this mean for you? Well, this presents an absolutely huge opportunity to give people what they need. The home buyer, give them what they're looking for. And it's also an opportunity for you to stand out from the crowd of sameness in all the other listings. Look, why repeat the same information that can be found elsewhere in listing details? You should be capitalizing on this description space so you can stand out. And here's why you should. Because only 20% of the listings offer meaningful information that attracts buyers with an emotional appeal. That's it. That's your competition. It would be so easy for you to stand out and make an impact immediately. So the next time you sit down to write your property description, perhaps you could consider injecting some emotion by describing the home in a more narrative manner. Allowing the potential buyer to envision themselves living in the home, benefiting from all it offers, and experiencing everything that's in the home. It just kind of give them a mental visual and walkthrough. Give them a reason to call you for a viewing, and perhaps even make an offer later. So here's an example of how you could write a more benefit-laden description that gives a better idea of what it might be like to live in the home. I'm going to give you a few seconds to read this for yourself, and then I'm going to move on to the next slide. So take this in. I wrote this, by the way, for one of my own clients, and this is just an example of how you might use such a description to help you gain more attention and attract more potential buyers, meaningful buyers, by the way. So if you're done now, I'll move on. So think about the kind of attention that would, that this realtor who listed this would have garnered, by listing this type of description. And think about what kind of attention that you can get when you describe a home in this way. But you'll never know if you're one of the ones that continues to talk about a list of stuff in your listings descriptions instead of the benefits. Of course, the choice is yours. So I wish you best of luck with your writing descriptions and projects. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to subscribe, ask a question below. I welcome your comments and feedback. And I will be back in a moment too. Hey, I'm back. I hope that slideshow has been really helpful to you and making some decisions about how you might present your next batch of property descriptions. If you liked what you saw, then please indicate so below. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. If you have any comments or feedback, I'm happy to answer your questions and concerns. You can do so below as well, or you can contact me through my website at www.shelleymorrowwritingediting.com. So thanks for watching this episode, and I hope to see you again soon on another edition of My Life as a Copywriter. And in the meantime, I'm going to get back to my life as a copywriter. Have a great day, all.